Vitality in their 4 games of Dust2 in Pro League so far. They've won 2, lost 2. The wins are against NIP and FaZe. The losses were against Spirit and Astralis. 16-14, 16-11 losses that was. So key map for them and some key frags for Apex. Barreling up Cat, 2 big kills and make that 3. Let's see how many more he can get.
Any more? Oh, PK wants one.
He wants it all over at Apex. Give it to him.
He's coming. He's a-coming.
Oh, go hunting Apex. Don't play it safe, mate. Come on.
He's playing it safe.
Come on.
Playing for the dub. Playing for the W. All he needs is
out there.
Crims to kill 4 of them, and then he can knock him off the...
Oh, that'd be a nice 1v1.
Yeah, perfect. Little clutch. I'm afraid Crims is more interested in his Kevlar vest. He's looking at all the stitching. He thinks it'd be a shame to waste.
All right, Zoe told him where he is.
Go Apex. Go kill.
Oh, Apex, go kill? Is he doing it?
He's getting over there.
Come on, Apex, go kill.
At least do some damage to the guy. Make sure he can't upgrade to head armor for free. Come on, guys.
Nope.
All right. Fine.
No kill.
Well, it was an exciting 4 kills.
I didn't even really kind of process where those first 2 manifested. It was up short. He just jumped around the corner, I see. So his teammate baited and they lined up. Then a clean kill and they upgraded USP. Then the finish into Flusher.
Great stuff.
And the round. Wow. I
Cool.
don't normally see that. A bit of frustration already starting to rise. Clearly, Inferno being taken from them has definitely poked the bear. And the Fnatic scarf is out. So that's important.
You got to swing it as hard as you can around your head. That's the way you get Fnatic to play the best they can.
Go on, Flusha's playing with fire. Scouts and double doors on Dust2 and pretty damn iconic mix, and Flusher loses the battle. Doesn't go down, but tagged to 44. He has to stand his ground. So his entire intention here is to catch a glimpse of someone on the crack and then pull the trigger for the finish.
Apex was so hungry for that. He was so hungry for that kill. Goes back to recover bomb, but JW did win over by Long. Yeah. That's pretty nice. So that's actually going to help out greatly. And that AK falls into his hands.
Eesh, that's lovely.
Yeah, Long's probably out of control for this round. Maybe just leave that side of the map for the time being. Get that bomb, head back over towards B, as we can see on the radar. If they isolate the duel against Golden over towards the car position, that will be a free bomb site. The mid to B smoke, probably a bit of a prelude to exactly that. And the scope will be heard in tunnels, so potentially trying to rotate over now.
There we go.
Whoa, he went for the hero dig, and we know he's got it in him, but not today. Certainly not here in round 2. Roland's going T-spawn with his AK, so, I mean, he's probably going to look to save this. He's in a position to perhaps find them a way in if he lingers middle, but it doesn't look like that's his plan. Are there any other weapons on the floor? I know that they were chopping and changing them. Shox was the one that went down, so that AK is now in Roland's hands. And that's about it.
All right, makes sense. If you consider what buy they're going to have in the next round, Brolin can drop across a Deagle. They have an AK, they have a FAMAS. JW already has a Deagle. It's going to be quite potent, quite scary. Not easy for Vitality to deal with, right? So when you keep that in mind, when you look forward to round number 3, as round number 2 comes to its quick and logical end as the bomb is about to explode. Here we go. Have to fight now against what is a second crack from Fnatic, but a second crack that actually has some legs to it. This is not an easy map by any means for teams to get massive leads on. It's one that's very, very volatile. Sometimes we see it the back and forth nature. We don't get consistent squads on Dust2. I don't think there's a consistent Dust2 team in the world. I could be forgetting a couple of names, but look
at the time, like with TSM, probably were the closest where we were like, oh, Dust2, you don't pick that against them. But even then, that was back when Cajun B was on the roster. Carrigan, different team.
Very much a different era altogether, wasn't it? Now, looking at what surrounds, what Golden's got the Deagle, JW Deagle. Damage would be wonderful. I want to see where that AK is placed. Bron. Okay, still posted up towards Long with it. Do see a lot of pressure about to mount potentially towards JW. And Zywoo's getting a little curious. Spam coming in, but not reaching him.
They haven't cleared his position, so he might become a danger within the mid-round here if he wants to push on forward. Flusher overseeing with the scout. If he calls it clear, which he will not.
More damage. Apex might dunk him here. That's a cool 1-2 punch, but not quite.
before we get stuck into this, Fnatic's 2 Dust2s they played within the Pro League have both been losses. One loss to Spirit, one to Mouse. So they're looking for their first Dust2 win of Season 12.
I guess the information can be shared, but JW is going to be overrun. Smoke going to go down. Here come the T's. So it is going to be Golden once again asked to do, you know, unbelievable things with that Deagle. Not able to do too much. And the Smoke will maintain. ZywOo going to keep back Crims. And this should be a comfortable round.
Yeah, suppressing fire was actually, not, although understated, very important. Stops any casualties. And this is the unfortunate reality for many a CT round. You have to sit there and bide your time, save your weapons.
Hurry up and wait.
Hurry up and wait, exactly.
All right, well, this is a slower start, but I think when you look at Crims holding the FAMAS across, Brolin still holding onto the AK, and Flusher, I'm not sure if he wants to hold on to the Scout going into the first gun round or not. He doesn't seem to be hunting or trying to take anything away, but what this means is in the forward rounds from that, when the max loss bonus is in play, they might be able to chip in for a couple of cheekier buys. It's not like they're getting the bonus round because they're not winning, but they're able to hold on to something potent enough to use in the gun round. Now in Counter-Strike, we're seeing almost the full range of weaponry being used. It's very rare. There's only a few guns that aren't used on a serious level or when the chips are down. Lovely jumping accuracy there from Masuda. It's great to see. You know, this is... Look, I keep talking about it. Obviously, it just hasn't happened overnight. It's been for some time. But weapons like that, the MAC-10, the MP9, especially pound for pound being used as great little pieces of kit.
Yeah, it was kind of the answer to the anti-ecos. Enables a style of play that's much more rewarded against the low armor and low buys. It's all part of the balance.
No subtlety to the presence in tunnels, but going to keep 2 players present. And it looks like that void in mid could be exploited if they get the feel for it. But the 3-play stack towards long. Going to send out the utility, fall away slightly as Crims now considers the availability of mid, short, everything else, and you've got JW joining him as well. So eventually they'll fall back to a more safe hold, but worthwhile to invest that utility towards long, hinder any of that early aggression that could come through. Masuda and ZywOo going to take over control. See what those nades are like. Not bad. That's good. That's going to isolate them slightly from each other, so the kit could be distracted, but apparently not. Off the back of the flash from Apex, ZywOo finds JW, and suddenly the CTs are in a state of disarray.
Yeah, this is trouble right now.
Bomb's going B. They're going to try and maybe have Masuda throw out the util A. Looks like he's doing a dribble now. Could have him jump through it, pressure CT. ZywOo making sure there's no long info being pushed for, which is what...
Oh.
Actually, they are all walking into Brolin's domain. It's been a while since he was tested here. And with that AK-47, it was Shox's from 2 rounds ago.
Golden's called B clear. Brolin's on high alert.
Oh, the movement, but Brolin does so well. That adjustment for the second keeps it competitive, albeit briefly. It's only on to the remaining Golden and Flusher. Coming in from CT. ZywOo smoke to get across, and he has managed to do so with a warning shot, though, revealing that the primary weapon, the M4, is in CT's realm. Hang on a second, avoiding the util. Does live to fight another day. Flusher hoping he gets a free frag on the way from short, but doesn't seem like it's in the playbook for Masuda. Could take it by force here, though. Does so. Down to 79. It's exactly the right amount of health for the one-shot kill.
This gets so scary. Apex better be ready as well. ZywOo, that's not as clean as you'd like. A little bit of a fluff there. Now positions are noted, but ZywOo holds on for the double dip. Golden going to remove one with a jump, but now Apex can play the time. And there is none left. Golden, he could try all he wants, but it's time to get out of there. 12 HP, and Vitality put another up on the board.
That was a nice shot from Golden, but unfortunately too little too late there as... Well, this is what I was talking about. Take a look at the cash right now, because Brolin with the saved AK has 7.9k. I think Crims had roughly above 6. They will be able to buy again based off of the saved weapons in the previous. And with everybody going down on the side of Vitality, look, it's not the end of the world because how clean those rounds were for them in the previous. But as this war of attrition, the game of Counter-Strike, the economy balance comes back and forth. This may play a role later down the track. So you can see, yeah, there's still a lot of money on that Vitality side. But it's hurting them. It's hurting them. It's better than having them survive. It's better than having players left.
ZywOo had the spawn. He's going to use it straight out towards long. Brolin forced off the angle. They've lost a big chunk of this map control now. Vision removed from the CETs. You still have RPK as well, waiting over towards those B tunnels in case anyone got inquisitive. But for now, they are going to be on red alert that A is looking a little bit more vulnerable than before.
They have long control early, and they have a bucket load of nades to work with now. Walking back, making sure they don't give up a sound cue to cat players. That's something important. If you do have long control, it's highly likely the CTs are playing over towards short. And if they are where Crims are and you're running away, you will be heard. That's very, very important to be sneaky beaky, as quiet as you like. And they've retooled. They're just going to appear, 4 of them, walking down middle as a wolf pack. Oh, Golden almost caught out. That smoke's going to hold them back. Oh dear, through the smoke, he finds one.
Ooh, how inquisitive are they feeling? Oh, Brawlin appears through the smoke, and it looked like this wolf pack was going to find a bit of a meal. But on the other side, they found something more deadly. Brawlin again, but where are the last 2? Over towards B.
Yeah, and they're making a lot of noise. Flusher should have ZywOo for breakfast in RPK. A mere morsel for Fnatic as they find their first. 4 alive as well. That's nice. It's going to help maintain what Chad was just talking about. 3 AKs as well. They'll keep all of them. This is the Bolland frag, and it was just on the precipice of the smoke. Finding the second with 12 HP as well as his teammate retreated, did secure the round. But round 6. Couldn't ask for more in terms of weaponry for the CTs. It's time for Fnatic to take control. Take over. Out he goes, and that's good damage. RPK wants to demand some control. A flash for the fight. And Brawlin not having any of it. Get out of my house. Crims, 1 kill, 1 death. He really hasn't seen much action on the A side of things. Jiggle, info. Golden's tucked off. And Apex opens up again. That's twice. JW's been having a nightmare with Apex on A. Crims, however, makes short work of 1. Brawlin's already dealt with another, so these A attacks have been dealt with by the A defenders. It will be Shox poking and probing for a little bit of a B info, but Flush has got their rotate locked. Masuta, what have you got for us? You got anything, any elements of surprise? Flush is in such a good angle. Spots 1. And that was the frag they needed. They could try and go on this. That's Masuta with the bomb. He throws it mid-combat. That's nuts. Oh, he's in so much trouble. And he goes down, but he doesn't have the bomb anymore. ZywOo charging in for the last-ditch attempt, a 2 versus 3. This was a 2 versus 4 here. And now they've maybe, just maybe, got a shot. No flashes, at least not for the CTs. There is one for their reaggress. Oh, they're setting ZywOo up. He's burning. He wants them all looking, and they're ready. Brawlin found another. Yet to see Shox with a frag. Now he needs 3.
Tall task for the man, but he is one of the golden standard. Went for it, Golden outdoes him. Bloomin' hell, this is getting a little bit close.
It was a chance.
It was a real chance.
Real chance.
So they needed to be defusing this bomb. They're just going to go make sure they can pick up all the goodies. Here he goes, getting the orb. Thank you very much. The defuse will come through now, and the buy, it should still come out for the Vitality side of things because of that plant. You can see Apex has enough money to drop an orb over potentially. Masuda can buy. I think that was RPK down the bottom as well. Should be able to get a purchase up, and then Galils are always available. We know Vitality, they don't shy away from a fight. They might just use the long territory they've been getting and actually try and apply more pressure from that side of the map, but a bit of frustration there from Apex with how things all unraveled right there. They haven't gone for the full investment. They've just gone for another one of these hero AK rounds, and I can't blame them. On Inferno, they were able to make it work, so why not try it here? Apex is hitting a bunch of good shots. He's got 7 kills to his name. They can slow the clock down, change the pace of the approach, see if Fnatic want to go for anything a little bit more aggressive. And as we can see here, JW posted up on the long corner. He'll be the first one to be dealt with. Shox needs to do a little bit of a jump. He will. And Masuda straight into the AWP bullet.
Ron's been pretty on point with this, but do keep in mind that Shox and RPK are yet to get a frag, which you'd want to see them start coming online, even just a little bit. Not to be, though, Golden being very, very proficient. Holding towards middle there, being a consistent annoyance and nuisance towards the double doors. It looks like they're going to double back on this. That's a bit of a peek, and that's a bit of a shot. Nicely handled.
Oh, go on, Golden.
That's stunning stuff from him.
Yeah, he's got those eyes of a hawk. Long-range duel with the M4. This one does just peter out. Apex should be collecting. Just the one. Triple kill from Golden really locks that round in. So that's Fnatic with 3 in a row. After the break from Vitality, they came in hot. 4 rounds, all with the bomb going down. It certainly did give them the funds to keep going and going now towards max loss bonus. This was JW's frag. And this is that lovely second. That adjustment was a dink straight into the pole.
All right, well, JW got his revenge on Apex right there. Let's see how that continues. ZywOo, the scout. You don't love to see it. Flash towards long. Can they get control cleanly? Looks like it. Golden thinking about hanging around here.
Flash in. Oh, didn't catch who he wanted. RBK gets on the board finally. But a trade back and forth. And look at Brolin. First time we've not seen him at long. He's over here. He's basically at the back of long instead. And oh my word, if they peel away, he's going to hear it.
He
Does
might get
fall
juked
for the first? Yeah, this could be just unfortunate timing in a weird way, but he's going to hear RPK, surely. Yeah, he has. That's the bomb. Thank you very much. Brolin's going to be loving this. ZywOo scout out, not going to get much done. And obviously Apex, hands in the air, I'm sure. What are you meant to do with this?
Oh, he's even given himself a lovely little one-way to peek over. Well, that's one way to win a round. Brolin just charges up mid, does cut them down to size. You're right, Lauren. The one time they're not... Or he's not there. When they hit his side of the map, he comes up mid and gets the job done anyway. Crimps is ready for you. That's 4. So, 4 in a row. Yeah, max loss. This is Brolin. Had no issues with these 3. He really put ZywOo in a box there. He had to take that fight with just a scout. No fun for him. Plenty of fun for Sweden.
All right, well, let's see how they want to start approaching these rounds here, Vitality. Because that's basically 4 gun rounds on a try. I know there was one with the 2 AKs and the upgraded pistols, but it was a round where they had a decent shot at being able to crack on through. This time it will just be upgraded pistols across the board. Armor for Apex, who had a little bit more money than everybody else, and a light spread of utility. So you can see smokes, a couple of flashes, try and work their way into some kills. So on a round like this, just go for standard map territory. Once you find out where the CTs are, see if you can use that light utility you have to isolate a duel. See if you can find a frag, get yourself an upgraded weapon. Apex will be taken down to 12 HP from the start of things. Golden able to tag him up through the smoke. It looks like they're setting up for a bit of a B play. So the lurk smoke, didn't quite go as deep as what you need. So that one there for Flusher should be quite easily to defend against, but still bait out utility. So job done. Smoke towards mid to B now. That'll draw the attention of one of the B defenders.
Hi guys, welcome to RPK Smoke Tutorials. Today we're going to be learning how to smoke the B doors from B tons. It's a new smoke with the changed skyboxes, so pay attention. I'll be giving you a dribble smoke tutorial actually. You stand there and that's the better one. There you go.
That's the one you're looking for.
That's what you're looking for. We've got flashes. They'll be throwing those over, throwing those in, and off we go. Flusher, blinded. Trigonometry on the flash. Good. Ooh, still tabbed. I hope they don't lose the round.
Oh, God.
Doesn't look like they will. Shox could get a plant off this, though. He will. Bomb down. 800 bucks a pop. Dinks a landing. And so are JWs. Okay. Defuse does get pulled out. Just the one casualty. Looks like Flusher definitely having a bit of a mare there.
Oh.
He's having a rot, Tony. He is.
What is this, though? I just want to watch this one again.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It looked a little bit cooler.
Yeah, I think Golden did a fair bit of the damage, but we'll get excited by it.
Flushes on the orbs. We have the double orbs coming out here from Fnatic. That seems to be their next solution to the Vitality puzzle, as it is 5 in a row right now, as Vitality will muster a buy of their own. No more scout for ZywOo. He's finally got out the desired rifle. Shox is using that to barrel straight down mid. This might be a quick mid to B from Shox with the attack onto the B bomb site from the remainder of his teammates.
Flash, here we go. Flusher though, orbed up. First time we get to see it for a little bit. Molly comes in, not exactly ideal, but here we go. Masuda takes down his own buddy, but still fighting the good fight is Flusher. Shox success in middle, denies any of the cavalry being called, and the bomb should be able to be planted. Safe in the hands of Apex for now, as Shox is still on the prowl. He's going to cost the CTs a touch of time to clear this, but no, they go straight through. JW bold as ever. Smoke goes in, and Apex knows he's going to get some pressure fast.
Yeah, Shox has got this weird responsibility between survival and contributing. He's got to strike the balance. Now is his time. Starts to close in. He knows Apex is under a lot of scrutiny. The timing's good. The shots are too. JW found out and eliminated. Damn, that's quite a powerful round to be converting. Between them, the two of them, 2 versus 3. It had to, both of them had to win their individual duels in order to make that a reality. Yeah, that's not the dream outcome, but it is exactly what they needed, and that causes the first timeout to be called by the French as well. Apex leading by example this round, this map. 11 frags, 125 ADR.
That crazy 4-piece on the pistol. And that feels like also long ago as where...
This frag. So he gets this one as Shox kills Crims. Had they not, round done.
Good stuff. That's the first round Vitality have been able to post since Fnatic got on the board. As you can see here, lovely little round timeline. The first 4 all with the bomb
contrast
down.
to Inferno, isn't it?
Yeah. And then 5 straight there from Fnatic. So that double AWP setup was quite costly. RPK, well, he was smashing over there on Inferno this time round. Only 1 kill to his name, but still plenty of time to come alive. A bit of a Dust2 specialist. Double AWPs are out again, so they want to reinvest into that same round and re-picking. Okay, Zywoo gets a bit of a love tap. Down to half HP. Shox straight in there with the cat control.
Yeah, he's just taking no prisoners.
So last round he went out mid. This round he's going up cat, and you can see Fnatic are focused on mid doors.
God, if he shows a little, if he gets a little bit of attention over there, this could be wonderful. Molly going to go in. Got to hope they give away nothing at this point, but the presence will be noted now. Smokes, mollies, but they're not really biting at this because they know what's coming their way. Golden set into motion by Flusher. It's a good hit through the B tunnels. The CTs to hold, and it's just working so well for Flusher. He had a rough time before, and now well played by Brollan to stay patient, stay cautious.
I mean, clearly Brollan has not been paying attention to JW's knife score, because that was a round where you're allowed to. You're allowed to. He was the last man standing. You'd won the round already. His back was turned. He hadn't checked his corners. Brollan has not been paying attention. Fnatic knife score.
But you remember last season when we had him on and we said, Brollan, we don't see you getting into the naughty business like the rest of the boys, mate. How come? He said, I just like the kills. You know, he wants to play it by the book. He hasn't prescribed.
Give it time. Give it time. Flusher has taken down Masuta though, continuing to corrupt.
What's this buy like? RPK, yeah, not loving it. Bit of a Galil.
Galil.
There you go, out of nowhere.
Thank you very much, Masuta.
Thank you for the drop.
Sorry that you're dead, but I'll take your gun.
Look,
He's recycling.
that's a noble cause.
It is, that's true. I don't know how I feel about all of these B hits that we've seen coming out from Vitality. It's an interesting approach to be going towards the B bomb site.
I mean, consider how chaotic A can be.
Yeah.
And consider how proficient JW, Crims, and Brollan as a trio is.
True.
I'd be going towards Golden and Flusher. For the options were as it stands, but not when every time they know he likes the tight line and the pre-fires hurt. Well, JW knocked off his perch. They've got access to the site. The bomb can go down. The rotate's on its way. Apex dealing with Brollan.
Well, if he just stays here, Apex has got to lose one.
Oh, he gets it.
What?
Now he can hold the middle rotate as well. Like, this is... Oh, so good. Apex calling a good game and playing one too.
Can't ask for anything more than that. And Apex, as you said, I think the perfect analogy is leading by example, showing true value as an individual. And Flusher trying to just keep hold of this gun. If he can keep the AWP, be happy. But the net's closing in. You've got, who is it? Shox through the double doors over towards B. Who does he see first? Oh my god, a miss from Flusher. Not used to seeing it, but there we go. Shox takes away the lifeline they were holding on to there. That would have been nice to keep into play, but money I don't think is too bad for the CTs. I'm sure it'll be not ideal, but for now, though, it looks like they might have cracked a little bit of the code here now.
Yeah, they need to string a few more, though. Well, I guess the same could be said either side. Right now we're sitting at 6-6, so a very tight affair once again. Probably not happy with how that duel went down there, but I'm sure Apex on the other side of things would be very happy. And the buy will come back on out. JW still with the green. No kits, light utility. And they want to use the AWP forward. Oh my god.
Wow. Wow, it goes 1 for 1, but you can see Fnatic do not want to let Vitality play their game here. There is clear intent, but the flash was perfect. Brollan gobbled that one up. Full white screen, staring at the concrete. Ouch. Look how much space Shox is taking again. He's doing it again. Flusher and Crims having to react to the action in middle, having called. There was so he's going to try dry, or is he? Yeah, he's a madman. He is. He is. He's straight up confirmed it. He's walked onto A without making a peep. Oh, spotted and eliminated his Flusher. That's going to be inciting the bomb in the hands of Apex. Crims falling out of the site. Golden's still on B, by the way, and you wouldn't believe that there's another duel to be had. Just as he turns around, I'm furious. I'm furious. Call a timeout. I need to calm down.
Well, Crims, if he wins this one, Vitality might need to call a timeout as Apex still continuing that good form. 16 frags, 118 ADR, looking really good.
The way these guys are dying, Chad, like...
Tilt-worthy stuff, huh?
Oh, deep breaths, deep breaths.
Well, they've broken the money late, so Fnatic now, oh man, just...
Like, that death sucks. This one, he just turned around, that death sucks. Shox being on A ramp as I'm coming back from short, that hurts. It's just, this Counter-Strike is really quite ridiculous. And it's working wonders. It's a joy to watch. I'm just glad I'm not the ones they're doing it against.
Well, Flusher actually, I don't know if he rage bought or he just knew that he wasn't going to have a lot of money next round anyway, so he went for the scout buy, maybe happy to buy the scout again next round. But here for Fnatic, they could really lose the half 9-6 now.
Yeah, I mean, the pavement has been laid. It's just a question of seeing if it sets. Ooh, that's enough from me. Now Crims with a flashbang can really try and make a difference. Perfect. But the spray. 2 heads roll on the repeat. Misuta solo. Surely wants to tuck in. He's got so much util. Yeah, don't squander that to USPs.
Oh, Shox, the lurk. The filthy lurk.
Always.
He's going to get one. Oh.
That's the force.
He's going to open himself up to spawn.
Okay. So that's an AK.
Zywo, you have the bomb, mate.
Zywo bomb.
He's coming. JW is too. AK, unarmored. I bet he walks through this smoke. Yep. Of course he does. JW stops the bomb at least and puts it into a winnable world for Crims. Never mind, I just saw where he is. Poor soul. The bomb's going to go down. Don't forget Misuta is low as well. And they've got 2 Molotovs. So as soon as this bomb does go down, a smoke and 2 mollies, I don't see. There isn't a way in anymore.
Look how careful they're being as well. They don't want to risk another little limp in play. So there's that smoke you were talking about. With the bomb planted, that'll get them to roughly halfway ticked.
There's the molly.
Seems a bit early from Misuta. Crims will still have a chance right now.
Another flash. As if it wasn't already hard enough. Nothing giving up for free. Crims seen now. Dead. RPK closed, and some of the way these guys are playing is something else.
See, so this is what I mean. Flusher spent 1,700 last round, and now he's got 2.6. So his choice there to go for the scout, a curious one. RPK mopping it up against JW and then finishing off against Crims there. That posts the 8 on the board. And now we take a look. Kid on JW, another scout for Flusher. So yeah, he was happy to do the back-to-back scout rifles and already tagged on down.
Oh, they went to try and face towards the tunnels and Golden just gets it ripped off. They're speeding up. Flusher's already tagged. He can try and do damage, but he's fragile. 1 bullet will do it and it goes through the door. Why not? You can pick how you want to take him out. Oh, Shox missing a bit of a...
The double orb T side. Okay, Crims was not expecting that one to come on through.
Well, fair enough. I don't even blame him.
B.
B double orb.
Of course, it's Vitality that I keep hitting the B. Makes sense.
All right, Brolin, 1 on 4.
Yeah, I mean...
Give us your best shot, mate.
In what universe? 6 bullets in that one, doesn't matter. Grabs himself another freshie. A flash high as the repeaks. I could see a universe. He's pre-firing everything he needs to. And so is Misuta. It's 9-6, folks. Vitality are 7 rounds away from taking the series in 2.
yourself back together. Been staying off track forever. Child of the nation, will seek redemption, time for salvation. Today is meant to be day of victory, time for history. Reverse the tendency, fight the entropy, channel your rivalry. You're praying for fortune to come, you're hearing the sound of the drums. It's too late to backtrack, but back your back now. Keep your feet on the road and stand up. You've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out, out, out. Stand up, up. You've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you back out, out. Give all you got and show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, up. You've got what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you back out, out. Give all you got and show them how to make a miracle. Go save your team, be a hero. Take home the cup, be a star. They waiting for you, take aim, shoot your arrow. It's your time to shine, show them who you are. Stronger, gotta go faster, gotta get better, gotta work harder. It's fight or flight now, get up now. Go with the move, go for the goal, lead up the stadium, you know how it's done. Stand up, up, go what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you back out, out. Give all you got and show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, up, go what it takes to fight back, back. Don't stop until you back out, out. Give all you got and show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out, out, out. Stand up.
Dust2, second half, we're back in business. It's time to see a Fnatic R2. Last few rounds of the half fell flat. Quite the opposite for the French, of course. They've got Pansy and Sponge along for the ride as well. Myself Machine, we're getting into the action. I'm seeing a boatload of util. I like the double HE on that T side. What you got in store for us, T sides?
Back and plat nades,
Back
maybe?
plat B, yeah.
Possibility. 2 and 4, Golden and Crims heading towards B, so that's where they're going. Basuda has played that in quite a few of the games we have watched, towards the back of the platform position. This time around, he's going to be netted a little bit more forward towards Catwalk, also on the cards, or in the cards.
Oh, they spot him.
Yep.
He's out of there.
Hi. Thanks for spending $600. Please come again.
They're not slowing down, though. This looks like they're going off with this, and that flash
Didn't
seemingly
do
do
anything.
anything. Did it? I don't know where that went to not
Oh,
do
the
it,
flash.
right? Need to go to a new dealer, maybe?
Yeah, I
That
guess
didn't
so.
look good. The CTs, though, not being particularly proactive in this. They're sitting quite deep. That's a dink and a half, though. RPK's in trouble. Zywoo tries to bail him out. It does get Golden on the way, but the 3 kills come in for the T. So that's a bomb plant, and actually a pretty safe site for a second or two.
Yeah, Apex has his util set for the retake, so he is going to land this on the nobody.
That's the smoke for the bomb, but no kid in play here. That is a problem.
Flash is great.
Good.
Suter could do something with this. Doesn't check it and loses his head. Roland not dead. JW does find the necessary frag from short. So that's the Fnatic pistol. Pretty self-explanatory, Chad. I don't know if you've got too much pepper to sprinkle on
No,
that.
that was quite standard. They just took those jewels from Bridge across the car position. Their flashes, as you guys mentioned, weren't even great. So just winning out the fights right there. Good pressure applied on an A split. And there's JW taking down Apex from behind. So I'm curious to see if we'll get the force buy out of Vitality. Most likely we will. That's the way they like to approach the game. But for them,
Interesting.
I probably have a couple of worries here because it is only Apex online right now. Check it out, 18 kills. The next closest is Masuda with 9 frags. So If the other individuals in Vitality start waking up and getting some impact in the way Apex has within the first half, well, Vitality are going to be looking hot to trot. But if everybody cools off, and we might have some real dramas, and Fnatic could be geared up to take us to map number 3, stealing each other's map choices. Oh, that's a dud smoke. Oh,
or is it?
I think so.
Or is it?
I don't think that's where it was meant to land.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to make it sound cool, Chad. Because what it's done, Chadney, is it's made life difficult for Apex. Golden as well, though, in that grey screen, is going to have to play around it, and Apex is the one that's worse for wear after the exchange. He's down to 19. That was the bomb spotted long, so the CTs are all, like, they'll all be there by this point. Oh, and the flash! The CZ, it's good damage. Shox nearly took 2. RPK can finish him off as well. Weapons laden with the ground. Naimu's hitting headshots. He's got 2 with the Deagle. This second round force bite, it's worked out wonders. The spray control isn't bad, but Apex will finish it off with his second. And now rifle upgrades galore. They take an AK and 2 Galils into that one for free.
Look at the money on the Fnatic side. It's like
projected voice.
Well, we were all young once, right? And when we were young,
Jesus.
we would have all been out on a Friday and Saturday night, and then we wake up on Sunday morning and we check our bank balance and we go, I still have to live a whole nother week.
Yeah, but you were riding that Friday feeling, though.
Really enjoyed that Friday night, and that's what Fnatic were feeling.
Getting the taxis. It adds up.
Fish bowls and Weatherspoons.
Getting flashbacks.
You don't want to get the train, or you miss the train, so you have to get the taxi, and it's £100. And you're like, Jesus.
That's why I can scoot everywhere now, Chad. It's lit.
it's dumb lit.
It's dummy lit, bruv. Fam. Apex. Does
Dummy lit fam.
himself up with a lovely little 2-piece.
Clean up crew to mid doors. Clean up crew to mid doors. Apex here.
Sweeps him under the rug. Pops his core. Now, Alex, don't have to get too graphic now.
Easy. Easy,
All
Tiger.
about trash compactors and
Yeah,
corpses. I don't know why.
Happening there.
I don't know why I was going down there.
I did love the car screeching impression, though, that I heard make it onto Reddit.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Yeah, that was
Rushley
beautiful.
really brought it to life. He brought it to life.
Gorgeous work. Make sure you head over to Twitter to check out the edit there. Rushley123456. Because very, very good. Good memes. Like a good meme.
I fully understand why some people hate me, by the way. Like, I realize I just make really obnoxious noises. What's the word when you can't control it?
As a tick?
Well, I'm excited. My whole job is to convey my excitement. Unfortunately, my excitement manifests in squeals sometimes. But I have been manager. I've been approaching some management. That's a no-scope, but I'm afraid with 30 seconds left, they'll need more than just a no-scope. Suta taking a risk with the aggressive stance. And now Crimson safe to try and find a little bit more damage. Apex does go down, or pick it up in the end. It's a triple kill from him. And you're right, he is still popping off, Chad. He's still running away with it. He had a double kill in the round prior, triple kill in this one. He's having a multi-kill every round so far.
Well, it's likely we get to talk to him in the post-game interview if they win. We only ever get Apex or Shock, so we can probably ask him what he had for breakfast or brunch.
Maybe he did some stretching.
Ask him about the new room, what the globe is.
I like his wallpaper. It's like a warm sort of, color on the back of it. It's very nice.
One spots that.
Get him Shocks.
He's absolutely tuned it.
Yeah, well, that's what he's thinking in his brain, going for those eco frags. You can smell them. Some players just smell them.
He needs it.
He sniffs them out.
Give them to me. Not even here.
Nah.
He's furious.
He's gone to the wrong house.
Well, at least he's telling his friends to watch out. They're coming down their road.
Oh, guys, they could be long or they could be B.
Yeah,
Shocks doesn't sound like that at all.
Shocks on helium, but...
Glocks out. Apex, though, there he is. The true Eco Cobras
There we
arrived.
go.
3 kills. Poor old Shoxy.
That's enough multi. That is 3 in a row now. Apex has got himself 3 multi-kills, and that one, of course, doesn't quite count for so much, but nice and neat to tidy up. As with Masuta as well, that could have actually got a little awkward if they had to try and retake the site. The bomb goes down, but Masuta just being caught out, flashbanged. He just took a moment to stabilize his aim and tap into those heads. He knew he had advantage. That's the
mouse pad.
That's the mouse pad. He's definitely got
straight up IAR sort of jam going on there.
Yeah, whatever you find solace in.
All right, well, Xbox Smoke is out. The guns are finally out for Fnatic after losing that force buy. Shox is going to get flashed in for this. Here it comes. This could be huge. The timing.
Oh, JW.
Oh, wait. Yikes.
All right, JW, let's go. Now Masuta is surrounded. Mid-smokes go up and he is feeling oh so alone. And they've left JW posted in middle.
Involuntary. That was the sound. That was the word I was looking for. Involuntary sounds, yeah.
I love them.
But Masuta, here he is. And there he goes. Good damage.
That was almost a double.
Yeah, almost won't cut it, I'm afraid, Chad. So we might want to challenge JW and punish him for the damage. He does manage that, but that's just the consolation prize. This is another Fnatic round, and he's done well there. RPK basically just battling for survival at this point. Brolin's on the hunt too.
That was great by JW, though. The second one, obviously, using the Tracer Fire to find the frag. It was a bonus round coming out from the side of things with Vitality, though.
So by saving, they are really set for success and to not cripple their bank account too much.
Masuta will need a gun. I assume RPK will drop him some goodies. And Fnatic have to think better of hunting. Like, why don't they go take the guns away? Well, the money's not fantastic on their side of things just yet. A little bit unstable right now. So for them, holding on to these 3 AK-47s, getting the round win bonus is very important for their stock instead within this. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Reasonable.
Bullet, easy as you like. He meant to do that. He definitely meant to
Fully
do that.
intentional, of course.
All right, so that will be the second round of the half posted on the board here for Fnatic after that pistol round victory. They still have 4 more to grab to catch up with Vitality, who have now opted to bring out the double AWP setup. Shox has got 1. Zywoo with the saved. And out long JW's going this time. Let's see what entries.
RPK's going to have to deal with a lot of players coming their way. They're already out. He's got the backup of Zywoo at least, which is always a lovely addition, I'm sure. Flash in. Didn't seem to matter too much to Brolin, but Zywoo on the trader. Now, who's made it out? It was JW who's ahead of this. Now, Zywoo well aware of the possibility. Outdoes JW, and Long's his.
Yeah, he is just, it's like a robot. You can see like, okay, sweep to this point, now vulnerable to this angle, must adjust, vulnerable to this angle, sweeping, I'm faster than you. And he has done it again. Another double kill for Zywoo. And he's to be tested now from short. At least that's what the utility suggests. Apex vulnerable in middle, though. Shox firing off a warning shot could bait them into the false sense of security. And Masuta's playing a real naughty game here. Oh, that's a bit of a catch. Flush is going to have wide open spacing to B, and he's going to try and seize it now. At least trying to threaten.
Oh, Apex. Every single time he's finding himself in his right place. That's an impact frag and a half right there.
Yeah.
It stifled any room, so now they have to reconsider.
He's disappeared enough as well.
Left wanting so much. Shox sees enough. Goodbye. That's bomb now. Flush of the 1v3, 30 seconds. A molly, and no bomb to hand, and it's really not in an ideal spot.
Fizzling is what it's doing, and it's thanks to Apex, as Chad highlighted, and perhaps we should have as well. That one frag did change a lot. You can see the double kill converted in the end there, but it's the one prior that converts it into a 13th for Vitality. They're just 3 rounds away from converting this series 2-0. And Apex is a huge part of that. He's heading towards his 30 fast.
Jeez. I haven't seen an Apex game like this in a long time.
No, it's hype, though. Like, if we can have a Shox RPK Apex
Zywoo.
and then a Zywoo, jeez.
There might not be enough room in the server.
I don't think there is.
All right, well, the half buy is coming out from the Fnatic side of things. Money wasn't good enough on all the members to go for the full purchase, so they will be humbled right here. Double AWPs are still in play on the Vitality side of things, and, well, over towards B, it was where Vitality did a lot of their best work in the first half, is where side of things want to go from Fnatic. So Masuta, he has a lot to do. He's on his own. The rotation can come in quickly. We can see Shox and Apex are close for that rotation. They can send flashes over the top as well to help him out.
I mean, they sent their B player to B without a smoke. Poor guy. Does have one delivered by a flashbang. Shox to try and support. Masuta does manage to catch the first. There's more coming. Clean headshot is required. The smoke's going to give him something to play around, but JW's D does not slouch. Neither does Shox, though. A lot of pressure. Crims overwhelms him. They have numbers. They have weapons. They don't have the bomb.
Oh,
that needs to be retrieved, and it is in the open. That's the responsibility of Crims. Okay, Zywoo catching the first. They know that bomb's on lock. And Zywoo's found another one. What is he up to? Just aggressively AWPing the window. Plucking them one by one. JW showboating two. And he can't hit the final shot. Okay, intensity 0 to 100. We go pedal to the metal in the final seconds. But it's 14 for Vitality, and that is the break point for Fnatic. They are getting blown out of the server, but look how close it came. That shot was spectacular. Zai was the one that locked him down, and that bomb, the way it dropped really cost him. You can see Zai just profiting from that moment. That slight lapse in Crims's judgment in pursuit of the bomb.
Oh, I love the way JW, the old master, was like, well, I've got to go and do it myself now, don't I? Fast out long, though. Flashes are there. Flush is on it. He's not slowing down. Fight against Apex, you ain't going to win it. Trade comes in, the molly from the grave essentially gets it. And now, bless you, Alex. RPK down in the grave. Shox has to slow this roll down.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to stop. ZywOo wants to stop him permanently. Does find Brolin and another for Shox.
So annoying.
This is irritating. Double Or was finding gaps in all your smokes. ZywOo's ready for you, JW. If you inch to your right.
Hug the wall. Think thin, think thin.
Think thin.
That's just so frustrating because Shox with the AWP from CT, they think they have him covered off and they can close that distance. Then ZywOo steps out from the top of sight. It's like, what do we have to do here? Like, we thought we already dealt with the AWP. We thought we knew where he was. Well, at least they have the bomb. And JW's going around the world. 50 seconds left, so there's plenty of time for a maneuver like this, but will they be ready? One of the... Well, ZywOo's actually dropped it to the AK-47, so he's not holding on to it. I was going to say one of the AWPs could post up, cover off towards mid and the B side of things, but not to be the case here. So JW all the way through spawn. The first port of call will be ZywOo to deal with that. You can see his little jiggle. Left eye peeking towards CT. So there will be a window of opportunity. There, he's spotted. Now the information, the game's up, and JW can't do anything with this.
Just when you've done a round the world maneuver and the players are executing it to the point where you've just been jiggled out, it's just a nasty, like you're losing because they're playing smart, you know? You see that little knife, you see him just jiggle away, you see a flash of flesh, and you know, well, all of this was for nothing.
And then he just couldn't get up onto the Xbox there, even if he wanted to have a little bit of
sit on the trash bag.
I've had enough. I'm taking my toys.
Like his little trash egg for the trash chicken.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but jokes aside, this was the double AWPs really just shredding any hopes Fnatic had to get across. And yeah, it's starting to get really frustrating on the Swedish camp. This was the Vitality map pick, and they're certainly demonstrating their fortitude on it. This is 2 T rounds posted from Fnatic here on Dust2, and they're coming in with certainly an eclectic mix.
It's one way to put it, isn't it?
Oh!
And I hate all of this. I hate all of this. This is horrible. It makes me uncomfortable. And RPK is over towards pit. Already teaser out towards long. Golden's burning alive.
Oh, no. What a horrible start. Oh, no.
Hello, my name's Brolin, and I'm nuts.
Okay. Well, this just got a little bit more interesting. That felt like such a terrible start from Fnatic, but Brolin has something to say. Last 3 members long, still the double AWP set up to deal with. And I laugh because being at long against double AWPs, never the place you want to be, especially when you only have 1 smoke.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what's even worse is that the other AWP's staring at your mid-rotate. So Brolin, he's likely going to meet ZywOo. Ay, ay, ay.
Can't go anywhere.
There's no options. I mean, A's great, actually, because look at ZywOo. He's the best one for the job, and he's got a tiny gap to work with, so no hope there. It will be the retake. I do see incendiary flashes, kits, but AWPs. So, admittedly, in most hands, I would say this is a disadvantage, but ZywOo's got his favorite weapon. And Shox, well, he'll be able to just sweep up as a 3rd prong. So for now, it's long. And as Masuta and ZywOo start taking space, start having no fights, that'll be Shox's turn to start having a looky-loo. Boom.
Oh, easy as that.
Just like that, Vitality have done it. Neat, tidy. They tidy it up with a very quick one, and it looks like Fnatic are out the server. Defuse comes in to confirm it. 16-8, Vitality at 2-0, making a statement at the ESL Pro League.